Hello, folks. Welcome to my new location. Currently in the living room, so hopefully the sound isn't too horrendous. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The grind in this save with Slovan Bratislava is absolutely real. I think that it's fair to say that I might have some unrealistic expectations about what my squad can realistically achieve this season. Also, I might have got a little bit carried away, just a little, and I played through off camera the Legia Warsaw tie. But I do bring you today in episode 18 our tie away against Lille in the Europa Conference League. So this is an absolute big one. So keep your fingers crossed for us. Ideme Slovan. Welcome back, folks. Hope you're all on fine form. It's Dan here, and we are continuing to push on with this Let's Play Football Manager 2024 save with Slovan Bratislava. Since you were last with us, we've had some ups and downs. So we did comfortably dispatch Zrinski from Bosnia and Herzegovina 3-0 at home. I'm glad that I predicted that right and just said, well, we won't make a triple header out of that. Very comfortable all in all. Datko scoring a brace and Panya contributing late on. We then squandered, as you'll remember from last episode, we beat Turnova away 2-0. They were top at the time, and then we absolutely routed Dunajska Strada 5-1, and we were top of the league at the end of last episode. We then managed to squander that by, again, I will never learn, rotating, understandably with three fixtures in the space of a week between Dunajska Strada on a Sunday and then playing Trentin on the following Sunday. So we did heavily rotate. I'm not going to make this mistake again. We beat a non-league team, Bonolakova, 9-0 away. We then lucked out massively. We were staring down the barrel of losing 1-0 at home to Mikulodze. But then a couple of late goals from Hussein Basic and Mislovic in injury time managed to turn that one around. I decided I got a bit enthusiastic and continued to just push on. We did lose 1-0 to Legia Warsaw, despite, from memory, having yeah, I mean, in terms of XG, it was marginal difference, but we did have better XG, more shots, just more wasteful. They had 7 on target, we had 7 on target, but we had 7 shots more. More possession. I think it was a bit harsh that we lost that game, to be honest, but them's the breaks. Then we played Skalica. We were 3-0 down in that game at home. Again, we did, yeah, we did rotate in this game as well, and this is why the lesson's been learnt. We were 3-0 down, only to then come back and level it. I'm also delighted to learn that Skalica is also known as Skalitz, which is the hometown of the protagonist from Kingdom Come Deliverance, whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head. But yeah, because I thought Skalitz was in modern day Czech Republic, but actually it's just about inside Slovakia on the border with the Czech Republic. So there we are. Bit of a bit of a link with another computer game. I really need to finish that first Kingdom Come Deliverance because I have the second one queued up ready to go. Anyway, I digress. We did win 1-0 against Zilina, or Zilina. I can't remember how I'm supposed to pronounce that, which kind of keeps us within touch of the leaders because, as I've said, the draw and the loss to Trentin basically means that we are 3 points behind Turnabout again. So it's just altogether rather unsatisfactory. Today we are facing off against Lille away. I have selected my team that I hope will manage to do something. What you will notice is we have a whole pile of unregistered players, including this guy. I do like buying a forward, Harry Leonard. I had talked about him in the previous episodes, but then he ended up on the cutting floor um, in the editing room. So he is a former Premier League international, Premier League player. Um, in this particular universe, he scored 13 goals in 31 games in the Premier League some time ago. When he went back up to the Premier League with Norwich, he played 10 games and didn't score anything. And so Norwich had bought him from Blackburn for 13 million, and he was ultimately let go and free. So his contract is very much in his favour. There is a minimum fee release clause for foreign clubs for 1 million. We are paying him big money for this club in this league, 18 grand a week. That's going to go up to, I think, 21,000 after 15 games. Anyway, but he is just class. He's just better. So yeah, he is going to be competing with. We we want to continue to bring on Karas, and I am now less enamoured with Abu Kamara, although he does provide us with a bit of depth. My primary goal is to make sure that this lad fulfills his potential as quickly as possible, because he's not a foreign player, etc., etc. So, but look at the sheer number of unregistered players that we've got, purely because we are unstuck by the club trains rule, and we have a lighter squad. Because instead of 25 players, I think we've only registered 22, but we do have a bloated squad, and we do need to trim the fat at some point. Thankfully, the board gave me more of a transfer budget and more of a wage budget, which I immediately, after bringing in Harry Leonard with the sign-on fees and all that kind of good stuff, we have just put about 800 grand directly into the wage budget. So that means we are no longer in the red, but we are hemorrhaging money. We are making a loss of 3.6 million at this moment in time, and we made a loss of 4.2 million last season. So that is not looking like it's a sustainable financial situation going forward. So anyway, let's get into the today's game. So we will just go with the opposition instructions. The assistant manager wants us to go defensive, but I will do no such thing. I don't really want to eke out a point here necessarily. We've got 8 games to play from memory. We've won 2, lost 1. And this is a game that I don't think we're really expecting much from. So I want to see how we kind of stack up. We are starting with Mrozek in goal. Say Mesic, 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 Meshik. There we go. Barnes, Sadidla, Shvidersky, and Rivera. So Rivera is coming in because he is he's the best of a bad bunch. We have a lot of unfit players, so I haven't really been doing a particularly good job of making sure that these guys are staying fit. So that's something else to think about going forward. Goodrum on the right, Mislovic as playing as the attacking midfielder, and Panya playing as an inverted winger, but he can also play as an inside forward. So, but we'll start him like that, and see how. In fact, you know what? Why not? Let's go. So, so that's the team that we're going to go with. So the idea is that he's going to be cutting in, but you've got Say bombing on the left wing. But we're keeping fairly tight on this right wing. So this is the flank that's going to get exposed. And now, saying all that, I'm going to row back and be a bit more cautious there. Okay. I don't know. I think it's something to do with kind of average positions, but I would rather him be a little bit lower, and think of himself less as a forward, think of himself more as a winger who has to get back and help out Say on that left hand side. So let's go and let's see if we can get ourselves some kind of result. Yes, I know, lacking match sharpness. Oh dear, honestly. We're going to have to progress through all the interview stuff. I am going to get rid of the audio just so I can hear myself talk to you. And yeah, we've got nothing to lose, yada yada yada. Make me proud, usual stuff. How guarded do you have to be again, please? So for a different form. Yeah, we're gonna have to work hard for results. We can handle anything thrown at us. He's playing well, deserves to be praised. Okay, let's go. So they are playing 5 at the back, 2 wing backs, 2 defensive mids, and I think this, and 2 up top, and I think this is going to be a very difficult game. Fortunately, we don't have to listen to the Europa Conference League music, which does not stop, even if you skip it. Yeah, okay, there's the goal already, isn't it? Brilliant. 1 minute played. Beaten from a set piece, my god. Okay. Well, there's no point panicking. We're 15th. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, especially if we can win some games. So we have to play Atalanta. We have to play Motherwell. Who asks, why can't I find Motherwell? Because they're near the top. Great, okay. We're probably going to lose that one, aren't we? I can't remember who else we're playing. Not a clue. Derry City are doing very well. I'd like it if we can get into the top 8 and avoid a playoff, especially with the number of games we have to play. So what's happening here then? We are getting absolutely dominated from the looks of things. So we can't get the we're not really getting the, we can't win the so we'll hit the wings and see what happens. Okay, Pan is carrying a knock, but we'll ignore that because it's just a bruised shin. He'll live. Yeah, not looking good. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do here. Beyond change our mentality. We've had 2 shots, nothing on target. They haven't had too much either. So we've just got to see if we can fashion out some chances. I'm happy with your performance. We haven't, no, I'm not happy with the fact that we haven't really had a real go. I think Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so we want to bring them onto us. I mean, cautious. Ugh, I really don't know. Yeah, okay, well, we'll see if we can sucker punch them. But I expect after about 60 minutes we're probably going to have to change things up, and we are going to have to go just all out attack. We do have a corner. Oh, that's hit the post. That and then someone actually got a foot on the rebound. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Kamara is not playing well at all, at all, at all. So we're going to have to do something there. Okay. Oh, we have a highlight. So this might change what we do. I'm trying to play Football Manager the way it was intended to be played by SI, where you do actually look to change your tactics based on based on who you're playing. But maybe we're not gonna. Oh, hello, we've picked up the ball. So Kamara's picked up the ball, and we are off at the races. But they have plenty of men back, so I can't really say this is a counter attack. And that was basically a free header, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. Okay. Change of plan. I think. Um, hmm. We've only got him. We've only got Jurish. Or Juris. You are not very good, nor have you been at all, and I really don't want to have to use you, but you are playing so badly. The only thing I can think about doing is putting you up top, but you haven't played well either. This is really an awful situation to be in, and I think this is because Karash is unfit. Yeah, we have to take you off because you've just been god awful. And I think we are going to play. We're going to play you. Yeah. Yeah, I think you would be able to carry the ball. Sorry, having to suffer me. I think we're just going to have to. Do you know what? We're going to have to go. I think we're going to have to go all out. Try and unsettle them. And Gengen press them until we fall over. Do I want Datco on, and I can bring Gutrum on? He's decidedly unfair. No, we'll stick with that. We'll go with that. Oh, we have got Karas. What the bloody hell am I thinking? Right, okay. Yeah. Wow. God, it's the Easter holidays and I am really not thinking, am I? Why didn't I play him in the first place? Ugh, right, okay. We are gonna just go for it. I think we're just gonna have to go for it, see if we can sneak a draw. Try and surprise them with some high intensity. So again, we're getting the better opportunities. This Gengen press isn't sustainable. It's not a sustainable tactic because we don't have we're not blessed with natural fitness. Now I have tired people, so this is where I'm going to start to make some changes. So you're knackered. You can come off. Illich, you can go on, and you're going to play as a shadow striker. And I think you actually have some vision. And even though you're a kid, we'll put you on. Why not? Okay, it is the last 10 minutes, so we are just going to go very attacking because we genuinely have nothing to lose at this point. No shots on target, which is a bit of a travesty. We did hit the post, but altogether this is not very happy viewing at all, and I don't think we're going to get a highlight. Nope. Okay, well that's two successive 1-0 losses, but we're not cooked yet. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. I hope the players are too. I might go for a spiky. What do you think? Individual matches. Okay. We lost. I don't think we should have lost. It's a frustrating day. It was. I don't want to be happy just because we didn't get absolutely battered. Okay, right. So, in terms of where do we go next? Well, the league phase, we're 16th at the moment, and everyone's played 4 games. We are 3 points behind 8th, and that's where we want to be. And we have 4 games left, I want to say. So let's have a bit of a think. We've got Atalanta at home. I don't think we're going to get a lot of that. No, we don't have 8. We have 6. Brilliant. Okay, I don't think we're going to... I think we'll be lucky to get into the playoffs at all. Yeah, we are... Yeah, 3 points ahead. I don't know if we're going to get much change out of that, but we will progress nonetheless. So I think that the Europa, the Conference League, is going to be our main focus, certainly up until Atlanta, and then we've got Motherwell. So I think what I'm going to do is next episode will be a double header, and we will know where we are at that point, and then after Motherwell we've got the January break that they have in Slovakia for football. So yeah, do join me next time. Hopefully we can get a couple of wins in the first division. Am I really that bothered? Are the club even that bothered about the Slovak Cup third round challenge? Well, that's preferred. Okay, so they're not really that bothered either way. Yeah, I would like more prize money, and I would like all the TV stuff that goes with progressing further in the Conference League. So that's what we're going to do. That's where we're going to pin our hopes whilst maintaining a bit of momentum in the league. So thanks very much for watching, folks, and hope you all have good days, and I will catch you very soon. Bye bye.